Hope you enjoy everyone. Thanks for watching. This is asking my latest review on Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blood Orphans Season 2, Episode 10, Awakening Calamity. This episode was definitely very good. I really liked it because even though we didn't get a lot of action, it was good for storytelling and development. Anyway, let's get started. Alright, this show story it starts with what happened with the aftermath of the last episode. Like one of the members of Tewas, his name is Tesseri. He's a member of the APT group, the JPT Trust. He's basically the number 2 of Tewas. Knowing that Tekkadan has grown so powerful, and now that they're making a major grab for power in the Mars movement, that means it can lead to some problems down the line. And seeing that this being a problem, he decided to take things in his own hands. Meanwhile, Tekkadan has uncovered some new weapons, like some ancient machine that's in the mine. Remember, I said this in my last video. They discovered other machines, like for example, Gundam Pharos, which could be the sibling Gundam to Barbatos, which is also buried in the mine, but 2 other machines. Apparently, these machines are mobile armors, weapons, mass destruction, and violent warfare. They were the ones that caused the Calamity War, or 300 years ago on Mars. They started the war, and Moses were trying to fight them, their arch enemies. Like for example, Barbatos and other Gundam frames fought side by side in order to destroy them. So in other words, they're anti-mobile suit weapons. And they can fight without a pilot because they're automatic machines. Kind of like mobile suit Terminators, you know. It's pretty unique when you think about it. And Dean got even more hectic. Like for example, McGillis is telling Orga to stop the operation to make sure he doesn't disturb the mobile armor, because it is a machine, but it's very dangerous. It couldn't be awakened, and so much so that he had no choice but to come directly to speak to Orga face to face, and he did so in secret. However, because of his secrecy, information about this was leaked by that guy from Tewa, Tesseri, JPT to Gjallerhorn. So because of this, they think that what McGillis is doing is very sneaky. Like for example, he got shady dealings behind their backs without letting someone know. Means this could be a major grab for power, which means that, and remember, I said this before in my other videos, there are a lot of people who enemies inside and outside that don't want them getting their way. They don't want them getting what they want. And they're gonna stop them. And that means they're not gonna let this stand. They don't want these guys to get too full of themselves and make otherwise it could lead to a fight. John, so the guy one of the leaders of Gjallerhorn decides to go there personally, and to ascertain the situation. Like for example, this will lead to a problem because McGillis, not telling people, that means that people in Gjallerhorn, who doubt him. And now this just furthers their suspicion, and that means they don't know how's a guy who just went off on their own without orders, without informing anybody. Which means that this may lead to some problems in the end, and this may lead to a big conflict of interest. Like for example, however, things get even more hectic. Like for example, they covered 2 of those mobile armors. Apparently their names are Pumas. They got one off orbit and one that's still buried in the dirt. So they have no choice but to stop everything. Otherwise, it could lead to a very serious situation. Like mobile armors and Gundams, mobile armors and mobile suits, they're bitter enemies. That means they can detect each other's presence. Basically, if you have a gun on you, and it can say you're a threat, that means it will take you out indiscriminately. If you guys watch like Psychopaths, like how that weapon, can analyze you and determine you're a threat or not, and then decide automatically to wipe you out, like using lethal force, or it's right off the bat, Psychopaths, And if you guys think about that, this also leads to murder situation. Like for example, one of the armors becomes activated in space, and another becomes activated on land as soon as Jolin and his forces land on Mars using mobile suits. Because of this, it awakens the mobile armor, and it leads to some problems. Which means that they just activated a weapon that caused a major conflict that happened 3 centuries ago. And now that things come back to life, how are they going to handle something that they've never seen before? A weapon so devastating, it caused the near destruction of mankind. And the formation of Gjallerhorn. One of the reasons why Gjallerhorn was founded because they ended the Calamity War. But over 300 years, they became corrupt, all because of power and stuff, And now because of power and misgivings and mistrust, things are not as they seem. They are military families, but they're not all united. Like, for example, what just happened now. Because of people's mistrust, it led to a situation that could have been avoided, and made things a whole lot worse. I can't wait to see what happens next. But something tells me it's not going to end. It's not going to end without being collateral damage free. That's what I think. Give me your opinion. Comment down below. Give me your opinion on what you think of this. Also, be sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video. If you want more content, I'll always be here to give it to you. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Thank you. This is Sullivan. I was giving a review on Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphan Calamity Awakening. I'm out. Peace. See you next time.